Inadequate security, warnings ignored. Senior police have given damning evidence at an inquiry into last April's riot at the Villawood Detention Centre. At the height of the trouble, buildings were set on fire and rioters held a rooftop protest. Today, the federal MPs were told police had warned months earlier that a violent incident was possible. But the managers of the Sydney Centre and the Immigration Department had said the police fears were unrealistic. Michael Vincent reports.
Buildings on fire and detainees rioting. This was the warning from New South Wales Police 8 months before this incident, and it was ignored.
At the end of the scenario and a debrief was conducted, I was told that the scenario was unrealistic and it would never happen.
Police also asked whether detainees could be stopped from getting on the roof.
At that time I was informed that that had been done by the way of some special paint that had been utilised around the poles and roof area to prevent people from climbing onto the roof.
During the chaos, New South Wales Police were allowed to protect local firefighters, but had no powers to intervene and stop the riot on Commonwealth land. Centre operators Serco called on federal police, who drove 4 hours from Canberra. 6 months on, and the issue of jurisdiction still hasn't been sorted out.
There was a number of legal issues that I asked to be clarified. And to this date, in my mind, that has not been addressed.
Serco says it doesn't recall rejecting the police warning, and it's defended its handling of the riot.
So This wasn't a complete loss of control, this was limiting the damage for which had occurred.
And Serco's management says the company didn't foresee an incident like the one at Villawood.
The levels of violence that were witnessed on that night and the incident which escalated to the levels that it did were not contemplated when we signed the contract in June 2009.
Any recommendations to improve the running of Australia's detention centres won't be revealed until next year. This inquiry is not due to report until March. Michael Vincent, ABC News, Sydney.